Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. Just want to say thank you so much for your lovely response to the question I asked you on Friday about asking me some questions. Come back with some really good questions and I'd love to answer them for you so we can get to know each other a little bit better. I don't want to answer them really with yes and no answers, so I'm going to split it into a couple of videos, maybe 3. I'm not sure yet, see how we go. But I don't want to just give you yes and no. I'd rather, you know, tell you exactly, sort of answer properly the questions that you've asked me, yeah? So today I'll get started. And the first question I got, well, one of the first questions that I picked out anyway, I've kind of tried to put them in an order so everything makes a little bit more sense. One of the questions that I got asked is by the lovely Betty Gomez. Betty, you're so loyal to my channel and you always comment and you always say the loveliest things, and thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. You really picked me up. And Betty would like to know, and quite a few would like to know, do I just have the one daughter? Because you hear me talking about my daughter. Do I have any grandchildren? And also, would I consider doing a hair tutorial? Let's take the second part first because it's easier. I've started my schedule for the new year. I will list at the end of this year, I will put down what I plan to do, some of the things I plan to do. I've got it into end of February so far, and yes, the hair tutorial will be on there, and how to put an extension bun in properly without it falling off. So that's what I'll be doing in the new year, Betty, it will be there. And as for my family, I have 2 daughters. And my eldest daughter is, she'll be coming up 37. She's very, very private. She's the daughter that I said is sometimes when I say my daughter, I could be meaning either one of them. But my eldest daughter is very, very private. She doesn't have a YouTube channel. She doesn't have a Facebook page, she doesn't do Instagram or Twitter, she does nothing like that. She's very private, she's not into social media, and that's something that I respect. She doesn't like her photo putting up in it, she doesn't like being spoken about it. That's her prerogative and that's her right, so I respect that. So I don't speak too much about my eldest daughter. I don't see so much of her because she is so very private. More private than I would ever be. But like I say, that's her prerogative. She's a wonderful wife. She's married and she's got the son, my eldest grandson. He's 9 years old and he's an absolute dream of a boy. I'm just so proud of him. Now I know all nans are going to say that. But I'm really, really proud of him. He's so warm and he's so clever, and I know I'm saying things that all nans are going to say. But you know, he's my firstborn grandson and I love him a lot, and you know, we've got a good thing going, me and him, we're friends. As I say, I don't see him so much, obviously, because his mum is so very private. All I need to know with my eldest daughter and her family is that she's safe, she's happy, she's secure, she's where she wants to be. I don't have to be in her pocket, I don't have to be in her life all the time. As much as I would like to more. That's her right and her prerogative, and as long as I know she's safe, as long as she knows that whatever she needs, I'll be there in a minute, then that's what matters to me. So I hope you understand that if I talk about one daughter more than the other, that's why, for respect for her privacy. Okay, So I have a second daughter, and she is exactly the same as her mother. She's a totally ahead. She's got my personality. She much more thinks with her heart than her head. And we are very, very similar. And we are very, very close. Because that's what she chooses. She chooses very much for me to be in her life, or me to be very much part of my grandchildren's life. She's got 2 children. One is 4 and one is 1.5. They are just the reason that I smile when I don't feel like smiling. They can pick me up more than anything else can. They're just a total joy to my life, and I'm sure any nan out there would think the same. And I just absolutely adore them, and I just wish I was with them all the time. But circumstances in life make it that you can't be. But we're working on that. So no, I do have 2 daughters. I have 2 grandsons, and I have granddaughter. So I hope that helps with that a little bit. Anything else you want to know, you can always ask me. But I'll put up some pictures of a couple of pictures of my grandchildren. Obviously not my eldest daughter's family. As I said, I totally respect that's not her bag. But I'll put a couple of pictures up of my youngest daughter and her family. So another question I got a lot asked, guys, is what I'm doing for Christmas, what my plans are, what I'll be doing Christmas Day. And one of my subscribers who asked that is W Riddle. I just see W Riddle. Tell me what your first name is, hon. You always give me such lovely comments. And I'd like to get to know you a bit better, but I'm not sure what your first name is. But thank you so much for all the support you give me. I really appreciate it. So if you ask that, what I'm doing for Christmas, well, it's a completely different to what we had planned. I think a few of you know that my dad's got a nasty virus. He got better, but he's very, very weak, and we were just concerned why. He's having some tests done, and he is really, really lethargic. He's not himself at all. I was going to get him to come on and say hi over Christmas and so forth, but I'm not going to make him or want him to over Christmas, because he really needs to have a really good rest and just take things very easy. And I'm just taking care of him and giving him lots of love at the moment. He's having some tests done, as I say, and they think it might be either diabetes or anemia by the signs of it. So we're just waiting for those to come back. But either way, things that they've assured us can be treated nowadays, and he will pick up with the right treatment, the right medication. So we're sort of in limbo waiting for that at the moment. Now our plans were, I live in the north of England. We were going down to the south to see the girls and stay with them for the holidays. We were going for a week. That was our plan. And it would have been the first Christmas we'd have gone down there for a week. But this occurred, so obviously our plans changed. Baz is in no fit state to travel at all, and he very much helps me when we travel. I'm not so great myself all the time, as you know, I've told you before, and sort of help each other really, and neither of us are really up to going down on that long journey, because it is a long journey. I know for you guys in the States it'd probably be a wink in the eye for one end of England to the other. But it is a good few hours, and it's quite a tedious journey because we have to go through London. So he definitely wouldn't make that, and we're waiting on results. So this year Christmas for us is going to be very, very quiet. We'll enjoy ourselves. We'll have fun together, just the two of us, and our little dog Tess, my little Bichon. You've seen her before. I'll put a photo in as Tess too. Yeah, she's lovely. She's our baby. So it will be quiet, but we like each other's company, and we're best friends as well as husband and wife. So the only sad thing about it is that we can't be with the family. But it's not so. Although it's very upsetting, and I'm upset very much that I can't be with my grandchildren. It's not something I want to harp on, because Baz feels bad enough as it is, bless him, and it's not his fault, He's just got this nasty thing happening, and obviously I want him to get better, and I don't want him to feel bad, or that I feel bad because I can't see the grandchildren. But he's got nothing to feel guilty about. You know that, guys. I mean, he's just ill. You can't help that. But he's a good man, and he's he's my priority very much at the moment. So we're just going to be having a quiet Christmas together, with loads of things on the telly that we like, and as I said, we really enjoy each other's company, so we'll be fine. And I will be FaceTiming the children, and I'll be talking to them on Christmas Day as I do so many other days, and that will lift us both up knowing. Now, one of the questions I got asked from Emma Jones. Emma, thank you so much for watching my channel, for subscribing, and for the lovely comments that you give me. I really, really appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you all. Thank you so, so much. Emma asks, will I be making any New Year's resolutions? Is it resolutions? Oh, I say revolutions. No, it's resolutions. I don't so much say that I make resolutions, but I think the start of a new year is, when Christmas is over, we're starting the new year. I think most of us think, whether we call it a resolution or not, but we look at the new year coming, and how I can improve things, what I can do to make myself, my family better, what I can do to this year very much with YouTube will be on my mind. Do I need to lose a bit more weight? Do I need to take care of this a little bit more? Do I need, the usual things that all us ladies think about over the new year, I guess. So I don't know if that's a resolution, Emma, but it certainly gives me food for thought when New Year's Day comes. And there's certainly some things that I consider. And I'd like to share them with you as well. So before the year's out, I'll share those with you, and maybe we can make some plans together, what we'd like to do, and sort of make things, what we can treat ourselves to in the new year. Not necessarily financially things, not necessarily things that cost money, but things that kind of work at making, 2017 a better year. So I hope that answers your question, Emma. Thank you guys, as I've said, thank you so much for all the lovely questions. Thank you for all the support you give me. So I'll break this up into a few videos. So try and post the next one tomorrow for you. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it told you a little bit more about me. And I hope you tune in. I hope you come tomorrow just to see a few more questions that I've got asked, and some things I want to tell you as well. So thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for your support. Thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Bye, guys.